Hello, testing. Well, this is gonna be the delusional Dave stream. Most streams are, but this one especially. Welcome. How are we doing? Jess, hello. Ranger, okay, here we go. I read this already, but I want a job cleaning mirrors. It's something I can really see myself doing. Yep. I like it though. I actually like that one. That's good. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's had a good Monday. Yeah, so today I'm very delusional. It's so hot today. Probably one of the hottest days we've had. And like I said before, my room is pretty bad for keeping in the heat. It's an understatement. It is actual like melting temperature in here, I reckon. Like if you put like a bit of chocolate in here, it'd be like liquid within a minute or two. But yeah, I'm coping. I just went to have like a cold shower and hoping that'll be enough, but yeah. I also have like a big thing of water. I have my water TikTok tankard here. Wondering why I'm calling it a TikTok tankard, by the way. It's one of those like really big water bottles that's got like I don't know the best way to put it really. It's one of those water bottles that has a like an allocated thing saying how much you should have drunk from like 7 a.m. all the way to like, what is it, 9 p.m., which in Dave time is more like 10 a.m. to we don't talk about the other side of that. But yeah, it's a big old water bottle and it's here to emotionally support me. I should have put some ice cubes in it. But no, it's like I was speaking to Jess a bit before the stream, and I was fully delusional. I had to go lie down. I wasn't making any sense. I think I was genuinely like borderline, like gonna collapse from being too hot for a bit. But anyway, I'm looking after myself. I promise. I've got a big old water bottle. I'm fine. My room's the same without aircon. It's pretty much a room that's active for 18 hours a day. I work from home and here, yeah, exactly, literally the same, Ranger. I work remotely occasionally. And yeah, it's the same space I play games. You know, it ends up being a very yeah, I don't know. It's not the best sometimes. Oh my god, yeah, that sounds bad, Ranger. Yeah. I was concerned. Yeah, it was interesting. I was in a state. I know that's probably an understatement, but I was in a state. Yeah. I can't wait for delusional Dave TM. Oh, you're already getting it. I mean, it just means that the reading is going to be even worse than usual. It's going to mean that I'm going to spend like an hour trying to figure out a very basic mechanic that I already knew. It's going to be the little things, you know? I think I'm actually, Jess, I want to say I am feeling a lot better than I was. Like, I'm definitely better than I was earlier. I've woken up a little bit. Okay, right, I think everything's fine. I was half expecting me to do something wrong with the stream, but I think I've actually done okay so far. But yeah, for anyone who is dealing with extreme heat right now, please go and hydrate yourself and make sure to have breaks. Dave reminds me of Ned Flanders when he kicks off at the house that Homer built crashes to the ground. Listen, Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Does that mean I have a habit of ending my, like, rants with how diddly ding dong crap? Isn't that what he says? Isn't that a thing that he says at the end of that bit? He says, okay, Netherino, diddly daddly, diddly daddly, doodly diddly, diddly ding dong crap. It's something like that, right? He just sort of like slowly goes a little bit loopy. That's it, we were here. Okay, so we did 2 of these. We have 2 more to do. Okay, the Sage of Water in the presence of 6 dragons. Okay, where are the 6 dragons at? Ominous place and there's a ring of them. Okay. And they're just heads, they're not like... It's gotta be somewhere here then, right? Oh, is it? No, wait, we already did this one. Is it just the thunder one we have left? Maybe it's just the thunder one we have left. Have we done this one? Maybe we've done this one. Oh no, I think that was Tulins, wasn't it? Thanks for the raid last night. No worries at all. After you raided, you crashed. I found the issue with my streams is that the Wi-Fi boost has not been connected and crashes OBS. Oh, okay. Hell yeah, well, I'm glad that you were able to move past it. It's always annoying when you have technical problems though, right? Because I know that not everyone's like this, but for me personally, if I know that I've got a technical issue happening and I'm not able to, I guess, visually see it, because, like, for example, everything right now on my end looks fine, but if I then found out that, oh, actually you're streaming, like, in a very low quality right now, or it's really laggy on my end or something, then, of course, I'm going to be like, oh, okay, well, in that case, how do I fix this? It's always just a little bit... You always end up feeling a bit helpless, right? But I'm glad that you're able to find the problem. Like, it's always such a relief when you find out what the issue is, so... I'm glad that was the case for you. Oh my god, listen, jump scares. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm not joking when I say jump scares do me in. It is, like, bad. It's... I love me a good Resident Evil where they're sometimes littered in, but for the most part it's like a good story, or there's like a good amount of exploration or whatever. I don't know, I think Resident Evil is probably my, like, benchmark for, like, the limit I can take. And I guess with that I mean, like, Resident Evil, like, what would it be, 7 and 8? For the most part, they're probably the scariest too. But yeah, I don't know, the game, yeah, those Resident Evil games and maybe Amnesia, The Dark Descent, they're kind of like the ones I've genuinely really enjoyed. And Soma as well, Soma was cool. Okay, there's got to be something in here, right? Is it something to do with this burb? No. No is the answer to that. Okay. But yeah, that is half the problem with what we're currently doing, is I can't remember. I think I only did 2 of them, right? 3's a weird number to end on. I'm pretty sure I ended on 2. on the game, I went into a security tower to talk to the guy giving me access to the fire tower. And he came from the side of the room. It was in your face. I hate that. I couldn't... Isn't that sort of like Five Nights at Freddy's-ish? I'm picturing the fox, whatever the fox is called in Five Nights at Freddy's, just jumping out from the side and being like... Wee! Terrible. I'm never making that noise again, I'm so sorry. I don't know what that was. That was a terrible, effortless... In a bad way, effortless. Yeah, I'm gonna move on. I reckon I could do it better, but I don't want to. Where's the last... Okay, there's a thing here. Have we already done this one, though? Trying to think of... Oh, there's a lad there. I'll help them in a minute. Kind of like that guy, yeah? Oh my god, okay. This is a weird tangent. I think talking about Five Nights at Freddy's reminded me about the FNAF movie. Speaking of other video game movies, as someone who is a fan of the Borderlands franchise, that film has done fucking terrible. In general, has anybody else been seeing that? I heard it's bad. Yeah, it's I just need to clarify. I'm not die-hard fan of Borderlands. I like Borderlands 2. I think Tales from the Borderlands is pretty good, and I like the newest game, the Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which is like a D&D Borderlands. Those are probably my favorite Borderlands games, or like that. What's the name of the company? Gearbox, I think they're called. Everything else is okay. I don't, or like not. I don't know. It's either okay or meh. I don't really care for the first Borderlands game. And then the other games are either a mix of good and decent, but. Sorry, I needed my emotional support water bottle. But yeah, I don't know, I was a bit mixed on everything to do with the casting and everything at first, because I'll be honest, I don't hate the casting. I feel like there are some really good things they went for. I think Cate Blanchett was an interesting choice, and I'm amazed she said yes, but at the same time, yeah, I could see her being a good Lilith. That'd be cool. I've got to say something potentially controversial. I don't know. I don't like that Jack Black's become the video game movie guy. I have no beef with Jack Black, and I hear that his performance is actually pretty okay. But I don't like that he's become the guy. I don't think he... How do I put this? I don't think he's like... He's a very talented man. I respect him a lot. I actually love him a lot. I think he's amazing. But I don't think he has to be in everything. And it's not even so much to do with like Mario or Borderlands. I feel like those two things I can kind of get. But the one I don't understand is him being Steve in the Minecraft movie that's coming out. That to me just feels really weird. I think it's just because I don't see Minecraft. I feel like Minecraft getting a film is just not a good idea. But I also feel like him being in it is just a bit... It's a bit tone deaf. I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, yeah, there's... Who else is in the Borderlands movie? I'm blanking on names big time. Oh, that's good. What's her name? The lady that's in Halloween. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. Kevin Hart, yep. Kevin Hart, Jamie Lee Curtis. There was one other person. I've forgotten who played Tiny Tina. But somebody else is, that's like famous, isn't it, as well? But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. We were having like a really good like spree of good video game adaptations for a while, and then it's it's sad. And like I say, as somebody that likes that franchise, it is sad to, you know, see this sort of happen. But heard some of the reviews. It looks like the movie was meant to be R, but toned down to PG-13. And there were some scenes that are cut and edited where, you know, like there's a lot of violence. Okay, so I mean, yeah, that checks out. It's also, the franchise itself is meant to be like a 15 or an 18 in terms of like its like PEGI rating, or whatever your system is, depending on where you live. Over here in the UK, we have the PEGI system. PEGI 18 or whatever, which is like a thing that sort of just measures like who it's meant to be consumed for. Doesn't really stop people from playing Call of Duty and the like, but it's a good thing that it's there. They pick a director who hasn't done many good films and the marketing was terrible. What other films did the director do? I'm aware that the apparently that film was in like development. I'm running around aimlessly, by the way, I'm fully aware. I'm aware that film was in like directing hell for a while, because wasn't the guy that ended up directing the Last of Us movie initially involved somehow in like a writing room? I mean, the Last of Us show, just to be clear. There's 3 statue heads here. But that's all I got. I feel like this has something to do with it, surely. Okay, 6 statue heads. Oh, did I do the water one, not the wind one? Maybe I did one of the ones I don't know. I feel like this has to be one of them as well. I just don't know why shoot. But I'm gonna go check the check the thing. Cabin fever, sorry, cabin, I can't, cabin fever. Hostel 1 and 2, Green Inferno, not, I don't think I know any of those. Oh! This is where it is, okay. Right. Where is our boy? Where is our sparkly boy? I'm holding out for a Sidon. Where is he? Where's the boy? Where's the where is he? We need him. There he is, right. You are needed, sir. Hey, there we go. I don't think I've heard of... I've heard of Cabin Fever, and I feel like... Is Hostel... Hear me out. No, I'm thinking of Postal. Yeah, I'm thinking of Postal. I'm gonna be honest with people, I don't understand the appeal of Postal from what I've heard. It sounds a bit weird. But I don't know if it's... I don't know, maybe it's just not something for me. Hostel 1 and 2 is like a torture film set in Eastern Europe. Yuck, okay. All of them underperformed at the box office. I'm amazed that they were given it then. That's kind of crazy to me. I think that's the thing, is like, I'm amazed such big actors and stuff end up being affiliated with... Or feel they can be affiliated with some... So I know that this is potentially quite prudish what I'm about to say, but... I don't know, maybe the money must have been good, right? Like, I reckon the money was, like, really good to get the actors they got in. Because, like, there's some pretty good talent you got there. You know, like, the talent they've got isn't bad by any means. It's... That's interesting, though. I didn't know a lot about the current director, but... I know that a lot of the people they'd hired in to, like, work on the on the film for the longest time were a bit like, I don't know, it's quite hit and miss by the sounds of it. Alright, we've got one more to do. At the end of the long dragon that protects the mountain of death. The end of the long dragon. Oh, I need to hear that again. I need to hear that second bit again. I shouldn't have skipped that. Okay. I feel like it's got to be one of these, right? There's the mountain of death. It's got to be some big thing over there, right? Let's have a look. I will say that, like, I don't really dislike Kevin Hart at all. I think he's... This might sound... I think there is a film... Is it called Untouchable or Unstoppable or something? No, what's the film I'm thinking of? That's not the film. There's a film that Kevin Hart's in that's a lot more serious. I'm gonna look it up actually. I'm trying to remember what it is now. And I heard that he, like, actually plays a serious role very well in that. But for the most part, he's a go-to comedy guy, right? Is it The Upside? Is that the thing I'm thinking of? Got Bryan Cranston, Nicole Kidman. This might be the film I'm thinking of. It doesn't say what the genre is, but yeah, I think that might be the one. But everything else is sort of like Jumanji, or that other film he did with The Rock. Was it something Intelligence? And yeah, I only really know him for comedy things, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's I have no beef with the dude. It's just Borderlands is also a weird franchise, admittedly, where it's like I think it is ultimately a comedy comedy. It's like comedy satire shooter. So I could definitely see him fitting in the cast, if that makes sense. A long dragon. Okay, we need to find a long dragon. Death Mountain. Is Death Mountain actually, like... Okay, so it is that way. I mean, we're facing Death Mountain here. Would this work? Alright. I was thinking, funnily, Ranger, when we were talking about Kevin Hart just then, I was thinking about Jim Carrey, because, like, it is always nice when they can do serious as well. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure Kevin Hart has got some good serious roles. It's just I've not seen them. That's all. That's all. That protects the Mountain of Death. So it would be this one here, right? At the end of it. So. So if we shot the tuchus of this... Are there any other dragons near the Mountain of Death? It's over here, right? Ah, this looks promising. Oh yeah, this is probably it. At the end. Okay, so this could be either end, really, couldn't it? I'm not sure which end it's going to be, but it's one of them. Right, let's say it's here, roughly. Okay, that'll do it. Oh, we're standing on it, though. Oh, okay. Hell yeah. Hey, we did it. We got all of the riddles out the way. So yeah. No, I have a lot of respect for all of the casts. So like, yeah, it's just, I think it's just sad to hear about it, really. More than anything. It upsets me, especially after we were getting to a point where video game like adaptations and stuff were actually kind of good. I also think that Borderlands is such an animated franchise to begin with. You probably would want to animate it. No disrespect to the actual acting talent, but the way it's stylized and everything, unless you're going full on, what's the name of that Robert Downey Jr. movie that's got like, it's like comic book style, is that everything looks kind of cel shaded? Do you know what I'm talking about? I've forgotten the name of that movie. It was really, really, it was like a 2000s movie, I think. The something, very helpful, I know, but the Sin City, it's the same kind of style as Sin City. Let me look it up. But something like that could have worked, where they could still like use actual footage, but then they could rotoscope it, or not rotoscope it, but they could do some kind of animation or practical effect that made it look kind of comic booky, because that's definitely what Borderlands is going for. Is it the Rider something or the Hunter something? Is it Scanner something? Oh, it's Scanner Darkly. That's the name of the film. If you're interested in what I mean, look up the a Scanner Darkly. It's it's like a science fiction thriller, if I remember correctly. It might be based on a novel, but I believe a lot of the actual characters and like a lot of it, it's stylized and sort of like it looks a bit like an FMV game, I guess. Is another good comparison. But something like that could have been cool for it. I don't know. Oh, a Dusk Claymore. Very cool.
Hey!
Hey, hello. Are you there? So this is what was waiting for us beneath the ruins. Wait, you found another monolith? If it was hidden away down here, there's almost certainly something important written upon it. Oh, my heart is pounding. Shall we read it? Dare we? Dare we? Here, allow me. A monument to loyalty. Hyrule owes its peace today to the gift that King Raru gave unto us in his noble feat of imprisoning the Demon King.
What?
Wait, King Raru imprisoning the Demon King? Raru is named in legends as the first king of Hyrule. And this mention of imprisoning the Demon King, this monolith is no doubt a chronicle of the imprisoning war. My heart won't stop pounding. Let's read on. The great battle ended with a seal. Began with the support from the sages, each of whom bore a shining shining secret stone. Sacred stone? It might have been sacred. Among these were 4 Hylians, Hyruleans even, loyal warriors all, who hastened to King Raru's aid as their oaths demanded. They are the pride of the peoples of Hyrule. This stone monument is dedicated to the loyalty that will echo through time. I see. In other words, this ruin is dedicated to the sages who fought with Raru, the first king of Hyrule. It was built by Hylians afterward. That explains why there was Hyrulean text on the monoliths we found. What a discovery! I'm astonished to find I'm astonished to find so profound a sacred I can't read today, everybody. I'm so sorry. J Boogie, welcome in. Profound a secret hidden in these long buried ruins, so full of mystery. I'll stay here for now to analyze what's written on this monolith. Once my heart rate returns to normal, I'll swing by the survey team base in Kakariko and turn my findings into a book. I can't wait to see the looks on their faces. Haha. Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, whoops, I completely forgot to give you a reward. I never could have solved this mystery of the ruins without you. My assistant... my assistant! You have my thanks. Cool, thank you. Amazing, got some Zonai artifacts, very nice. Alright, amazing, we did it. God, I'm like, for anyone who's just joined, I'm like very delirious today. I think the heat has genuinely fried my brain a bit. So, expect even worse reading than before. It's gonna be good. But I hope everyone's doing well. KY, welcome in. KY, how was your stream? I saw that you were streaming. I've been intentionally lurking because I believe that Ray has voted for Chance of Sonar. So I didn't want to get anything spoiled, but that game looks interesting. From the little bits I've seen, I feel like I'm gonna get stuck on it. I feel like it's a game where it's meant to be like 10 hours long and I'm gonna be there for like at least 20. Yeah. It was good. Game is pretty good. Game is game. Very cool, very cool. Oh, my friend and I got separated, mate. He's fucking over there. Go get me over there. Oh, is that a bog? Oh shit, there's a bog here. Okay, hang on. It's very hand-holdy. If anything, overthinking makes it harder. Okay, that's gonna be a problem because not only do I overthink things, I will also miss out on very blatant clues the game will give me, and then get annoyed at the game or myself, and then I will look like a silly goose. Yeah. Oh, speaking of silly geese, Bajonk. Thank you for the Swedish goose. Hang on, alright. But I can't... Can I yeet you? Real talk, Mr. Backpack. John Backpack. How do we get you across here? Real talk, can I just make a catapult quickly or some shit? I want to do something silly. What do we have on us? Let's see. I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Okay. Alright. Right, we're gonna Jimmy Neutron you across the bog. Alright, okay. Right, if we have one that goes up... And then we can have one that... Actually, what am I doing? We just have one that goes, like, at that angle. That's the best of both worlds, that is. Alright, stay there. I see, got you, KY. Yeah, I'll go into that game with that in mind, because I think, yeah, that'll save a lot of headaches, but I love the art style and everything from what I've seen. It looks really cool. Fuck, okay. You know what, I kind of want to try it like this. Nah, it's a waste otherwise, isn't it? Fuck it, alright. Coming over here, mate. Time for some highly... Time for some Hyrule war crime. Listen. I'm sure this is exactly what Princess Zelda had in mind when she thought, yeah, we'll send Link on a jolly little holiday around Hyrule while I'm away. Alright. You'll be fine. Perfect. Couldn't have done it better myself. Right. Good. Now, the real question is, how the fuck do we get over to you? Alright. Okay, that actually worked. I'm annoyed. Oh god, the new Twitch mobile app is so confusing. I haven't seen the new Twitch mobile app yet. I'm curious. Oh, we got that bait. That was perfect. How many limbs are broken? Real talk. Help. 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 My band of misfits, help. Do something. Is it... What do you... What? There goes my hit. What? Okay, fine. Is it... Okay, fine. Right, here's your mate. Thanks for being my friends. I think it breaks some kind of fucking convention by attaching a rocket to him, but thank you, mate. Here's some seeds. Now fuck off. They're so rude every time. I help them and they always tell me to fuck off. It's terrible. In this child-friendly Zelda game, John Nintendo, please patch the game. I believe we're getting some crackles as well, so I'll quickly amend this. I've got nothing left. It's a bit Ian Bealey in that. Alright. That'll do it. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Perfect. Speaking of patching as well. Oh, there's a... Oh, wait, there's a shrine. Piece of candy. There's a shrine over there. What was I going to say? Patching. I patched Mother 3 today, just so people know. I realised... God, this shows how long ago I patched Mother 3. I initially patched Mother 3 with the English translation, the fan translation. I need to be very transparent here. I will be using the Mother 3 fan translation for our Mother 3 playthrough. I've said it a few times already, but just so people know. It's the only way you can play it in English, and the people that have developed the fan translation have flat out said if Nintendo ever make a official translation, they will delete their project and remove it, which I think is very good of them. But I didn't realise in 2021 there was a new version of it. And I've had the same version of the fan translation since about 2013. So I've updated it with a new copy, and we should be good to go with a brand new everything. And I tested it earlier and it seemed fine, so Mother 3 is good to go. Oh, poor Poochie. Right, KY, it is. Also, it's so easy to use. Like, I don't know if I can advocate this too much, because I don't condone piracy, just to be clear. But yeah, the Mother 3 fan translation, you literally just put your thing into a program and it will like completely translate the thing for you, and that's it. I didn't realize there was an update. So as far as I'm aware, the first iteration that came out of the fan translation, I think they'd perfected like all of the actual scripts and everything. So all of the text is the same. They the following two patches that they did, one was 10 years ago, to put it in perspective, and then the other one was in 2021. I believe a lot of it was actually some of it was actual performance things, like very minor performance things with how the text was displayed or how it like came up or something. And then I think the second patch was mainly just like a few bits of like a few tiny typos that came up. But yeah. Yeah, that dude is I'm sure there was a team that worked on it. I'm sure, was it just him, or I feel like he might have been the main translator, but I'm pretty sure he had some other people helping him, right? But that dude's very talented. As you say, I hope he's gone on to be recognized for that. Yeah, no, exactly, right? Was it KY? You asked a question on your stream the other day. Do you want me to tell you how I pronounce Lucas's brother's name now, or do you want to wait for when we get to it? I reckon I can catch that. Fuck. Fuck. I nearly had it. I'll save it for the stream. I think it'll be more fun for the stream, right? I was intrigued when you said that. I was like, okay. There's one possible answer I can think of what the alternative might be. But I've only ever known it as one thing. I'm being intentionally very vague. You can go look it up if you're curious, but yeah. But no, I'm so excited to show that game to people. I'm like so happy that I get to play it on the stream. The one thing I will preemptively say is this isn't too spoilery. There's like a rhythm modes to like there's like a rhythm mini game to when you fight things in it. So like certain songs and certain enemies have a certain beat to them, and if you tap the like A button or whatever it is along with the beat, then you can do additional hits and things like that. I'm terrible at that. I'm like, sometimes I will get it, and sometimes I really won't get it. So I want to preemptively say I might not be doing that for every single thing. But I'll give it a go. Oh shit, okay, how do we... Can I only do it from over here? Alright. Hell yeah. Good stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, I couldn't get the hang of that music QTE stuff when he was playing. Yeah, honestly, it's... I think I found it by mistake when I first played it, J-Boogie. I don't think I was even looking out for it. But it is difficult, honestly. Like, sometimes it's easier than other times. It's probably the best way of putting it. It very true. Yeah, the way the game is emulated. It's difficult, right? But yeah. Oh, for sure. Like, I will also say, like, I think that as far as, like, I no beef to the GBA, but I feel like as soundtracks go, the fact that that soundtrack hit so hard and it's on the GBA says a lot about, like, how good that music is, or, like, how much thought was put into the music behind that game. I think it's just, like, a continued thing of, like... I think Nintendo just are very, very good as a whole of being able to work very well with their hardware, even the limited aspects of their hardware. I think it's always been a very interesting thing to me. But they always manage to make it work. You know, they always manage to ship a product for the most part. Obviously not every time, but for the most part, they can ship a product that's pretty good. He says as he gets a massive frame drop in Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah. No, yeah, I'm really hyped for Mother 3. And then currently, after Mother 3, you've got Luigi's Mansion lined up. Like, literally two of my favourite Nintendo games, back-to-back, in the throwback section, basically. Unless anything beats Luigi's Mansion between now and then, obviously. But I fucking love Luigi's Mansion so much. It's like... It might be my favourite Mario game. Luigi's Mansion. Like, unironically, I adore it to death. It's so good. Part of me was thinking about picking up the re-release of Luigi's Mansion 2, but I couldn't warrant or justify buying it again because I have it on the 3DS, but I don't really play the 3DS anymore. And the HD like upscaling looks decent, so I don't know. But yeah, I forgot about all of the points I pumped into Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, it was very close to Mother 3, to be honest. It was like 3 or 4 points behind Mother 3 at one point. So they were both pretty close. What do we actually want to go do? I feel like we're again in this lull of not really knowing what's next. We got a few things, but okay. I don't know, I haven't been finding those tablets. I'm not that fussed about that one, to be honest, as bad as that sounds. Let's go back over here. Let's try and find out where our boy is. What's he called? The bird lad? Pen, I think. No tears yet. No tears. No crying until the end. There are no tears either. Tragic. I was promised tears in this kingdom. And all I got is 4 holograms. SMH. But yeah. I was thinking about this the other day. We've had such a varied year for games. I actually love it to death. Like, I always love streaming, and I've loved like all of the previous years we've done as well. But just looking back at everything we played this year, it's been such a weird menagerie of games. It's so fucking weird, but I love it. It's such an odd combo of things that we played, but I'm so into it. I'm so into it. Dave's highlight was Dead Rising. Oh, you better believe it. You better believe it. I can't wait to play Dead Rising 1 remastered next year. That's the honest thing I'm more excited for than anything right now. Dead Rising and Wallace and Gromit, very true. Wallace and Gromit is definitely up there as well. And Sonic Adventure maybe a little bit. Sonic Adventure 2 is very much on the cusp of being in that holy trinity. I don't actually know what was in the holy trinity. It probably would be Sonic Adventure, Dead Rising, and Wallace and Gromit this year. I could see that. They're removing the erotica points in Dead Rising 1 remaster. Very good. Well done, Capcom. I'm proud of you. They are creepy. Like, it feels very... I don't know. Stable in Eldin region off to the northeast. Okay, Eldin. Eldin Ring. But yeah, I don't know. Dead Rising had some very like. The thing is, I can't really go and say it's excusable because it was a thing back then. I think that sort of thing's always been a little bit yikes. But yeah, I'm glad that in hindsight they've gone back. That's actually very good of them. That's the sort of thing where I wouldn't actually expect them to fix that. So, well done. Well done. Northeast. the stable there. Alright, let's read this again. Northeast, okay. Mountain. I assume it's got to be up here then, right? It's got to be somewhere around this shrine? I don't know. But yeah. I'm actually having a really hard time with trying to justify what I give Sonic Adventure 2 ranking-wise still. I don't want to offend people, but I will just flat out give it a number. Actually, no, even then I'm unsure. I want to give it either a high 6 or a mid 6, because instead of 10, because infinitely better than the Sonic Adventure 1. I know I keep talking about Sonic at the moment, by the way. I'm very sorry about that. It's been on my mind a lot recently. I think there's a lot to it that I like, but I also feel like I don't have the nostalgia factor, and that means that I don't have quite as like a rose-tinted thing on it, but yeah. Yeah, that's very true as well, Ranger. Like, it's very... I don't know, there are a lot of things in Dead Rising that make me quite uncomfortable in that regard, but I think that is just because, like... I think I'm more shocked to see it than anything, if that makes sense. Like, it's crazy to me that that's something that's... I guess been okayed, you know? But yeah. I can't get past the final hero stage on Sonic Adventure 2. I decided to just move on to the evil story. Is that the one... what's it called? I've forgotten the name of it now, but the, yeah, the rail grinding, that's it. I did get stuck on that one for a while, J-Boogie. If that makes you feel any better. I did get stuck on there for a while. Final Rush, I think. Yeah, I remember that one being difficult. Ow. Bastard. Right, my minions, get him. Be gone. Long live the king. Yeah. The Sonic Adventure 2, overall I did enjoy it though. I think it's just there are elements of it that are still quite clunky. I think I also try and go into Sonic games wanting to get more out of the story, and don't get me wrong, there are elements of it that are cool, but I also just... I think I've been ruined by Sonic media online to a point where I can't not think of the memes. I know we talked about it a lot through that playthrough, but all of the Snap Cube, like, fan dubs are constant reminders of, like, silly shit. Oh, speaking of, J-Boogie, I watched the Shadow one. The Shadow one's fucking funny as hell. I hadn't seen that one. But I got a good chuckle out of it. It might even be better than the Sonic Adventure 2 one. But yeah, the only one... I've seen the Sonic 06 one, I've seen the Sonic Adventure 2 one, and then... The Shadow one also infuses bits of Sonic Heroes, I'm pretty sure, right? Or is that actually in Shadow the Hedgehog? I can't quite remember, but... I'm pretty sure they borrow cutscenes from Sonic Heroes as well for bits of the story. I'm dying because I'm so surprised. But yeah, no, it's funny. It's really good. The whole like B plot about the army man needing to get some like recording equipment, and it's just a gun. That tickled me a lot as well because it came back as a reoccurring joke. Oh, so me and Jess went out the other day as well. And I went to... So there's a shop over in the UK called CEX, which is like a... I guess the easiest way of putting it is it's like a second-hand... That was a big explosion. It's like a second-hand shop full of like DVDs and Blu-rays and old games and stuff like that. And I checked. They still have a lot of PS2 games and stuff out on display, which is really awesome. But I checked and they had Dirge of Cerberus, which is a Final Fantasy VII spin-off game, on display. I nearly got it, and it was like 18 quid. I couldn't, in my head though, I was like, I can't justify spending £18 on this right now. But yeah, that game is... I don't know, I feel like in some cases that game is probably quite rare, but at the same time I was like, I can't get that right now. If you want Rule of Rose, it's £500. I'm not sure if I know what you're referring to. I have upgraded my recording equipment. Like, and then he, like, cocks the gun, right? But yeah, and also just the whole devil storyline in that one's so funny too. That's the thing though, like, I'm so ruined by all of this now that I'm like... No, that was wrong. I don't know what we're... What do we have to do here? Probably should have thought about that before I did that. Oh, Reservoir was in CEX is a survival horror PS2 game. Oh, okay, and that nobody knows why it's expensive, but it costs £500 to buy. That's crazy. The one target for collectibles. Yeah, we have a few things like that in ours. We had like there are 2 that are local to me. I don't know if that's doxing, but I think it's vague enough. There's one that has like a bunch of GameCube games that are like in a bundle together. I think one of them might still be in packaging as well. I realized I don't have a copy of Pikmin 2 for GameCube, and that's in one of them, and I'm like, oh, I kind of want that. I like Pikmin 2. But yeah, and then one of them has like a SNES and a bunch of like older consoles on display and stuff like that, which I'm kind of interested in. Yeah. Where do I actually need to get this? I think that's the thing I'm... Ah. Okay, I'm gonna need to arrow that. You fucker. I'm fine. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. There we go. That's how you do it. I think with Rule of Rose, it's not a good game. It got heavily panned to mixed reviews when it came out, compared unfavorably to Silent Hill. So 20k copies got, yeah, okay. I like the story in Rule of Rose. I don't really know anything about it. I've never heard of it. Gameplay was just a bit iffy at times, fair. I feel like I could see that. I think this might be very short-sighted of me, but I feel like as soon as you sort of hit PS3 era, I feel like a lot of the, like, iffiness starts to fade a bit. It's definitely still there, but for me, like, I see, like, the 360, the Wii, and the PS3 as the start of, like, you could go back and play games from back then, and they feel quite refined. Which might be controversial, I don't know. I think that a lot of older games can still hold up in their own regard as well, but I think that a lot of older games struggle from the fact that, like, controls and things weren't quite as, I guess mastered is the way I'm trying to say this, but yeah. I wonder what we have to do here. I'm not actually sure. Why is there water there, though? Yeah, camera-wise, the camera controls for 3D games were pretty refined by the time. Yeah, exactly. I think that's always half the battle for me with a lot of older games, Sonic Adventure included, where the camera kind of fights you a lot of the time, right? You end up having to fight it to sort of see where you want to go. Meanwhile, with Zelda, this feels good. Like, it's a basic system, but they've, like, refined it well. They've managed to master it to a point where you feel pretty happy about it, right? Oh god, okay. Where am I going? This is where I'm going, okay. Fuck. My timing is way too off, okay. Oh, I've got to do all of that again. God, this sort of puzzle is not good for me because it requires patience. I'm not a patient boy. No, I can be patient, it's fine. Fuck. Well, see you later, nerd. Is the ball coming? Did I rewind too far? Oh, for fuck's sake. I went too far, didn't I? I tried so hard and went too far. In the end, it really didn't matter, did it? Yeah, I went too far. Okay, good. That was a little bit... That was a little bit squeaky, but that's fine. We're all good. You know what? I'd be down to try a Silent Hill game. I want to be clear, like, I talked about it a few times because Ranger's been playing a lot of horror things. I'm not completely against playing horror games. Like, I'm, you know, I do get things out of them. I do understand why people like them. I couldn't see myself sitting there and playing horror games exclusively. So if there was like a horror franchise or like a horror game that you'd really recommend, I would play it on the stream. But yeah, I don't know. I want to do something special for. This is a few months ahead of time, I'm aware. I want to bring back Halloween Craptacular again. For anyone who didn't know or doesn't know, we used to have a, much like Shitmas, we had a Halloween Craptacular as well. And I just did all sorts of gubbins where we found like silly bits and bobs to do that were vaguely Halloween themed. Like, it wouldn't just be horror games, it'd be like a mix of things. So if anybody has like any short horror games or like a big horror game that they'd recommend this year, then I'd be very down to do it. I'm thinking I might try and do modded Left 4 Dead again this year, because that's always a good time. But yeah, I'm looking a few months ahead of time already, I'm fully aware. But yeah, I don't know. It could be fun. I'm desperately trying to find this stable. I have no idea where I'm going. I feel like I'm not in the right place for this stable. I feel like it's got to be somewhere around here. Because I can't, like... Maybe it's there, because they said it was near where the... one of the Great Fairies is. I just don't know how I'd get to that. But yeah. Right, let's go that way. A lot of people dislike Silent Hill 4. Is that a game or is that a film? Because I know that Silent Hills had films as well, right? Oh shit, is that Blood Moon? Ah, fuck, we're in Blood Moon territory. It's a game? Okay. Where would you personally align with it, Ranger? Where's like the how do you feel about it?
the glow of the bloodstain.
Gut check rock. I like that. I got my gut checked. No, I can't. Stop it, Dave. Oh god, is it who I think it is down there? Is it our old reliable friend? There's probably some loot up there as well that I've just fully ignored. I'm aware I might have just committed a war crime doing that, but that's fine. Hello, Addis. Oh my god, what is this? What is this? Thank you for your help earlier. I cannot speak very well today. I'm making more signs. Alright. Only played 1, 2, 3 in Homecoming. I read that as home cooking. I'm gonna be very real with you. I'm not in a good way today. Got ya. I know this is literally nearly 10 years old at this point, but isn't it sad that PT didn't happen? Am I right? PT was a Silent Hill game, right? I'm not going mad. That wasn't just a... like a, you know, another thing completely. PT was Silent Hill, yeah. But yeah, PT was like 2014, I want to say. It's a heckin' while ago. Right, this might work, it might not work. We'll have to wait and see. Oh well, we'll wait, who knows, maybe they'll do another Silent Hill game one day. Unforgivable. What if we did it the other way around? What if we did it like this? And then we like added some side bits to it. In my head I was like, what am I stuck against? And I realized, oh, I'm just mashing a board into the side of this, my bad. Yeah, I wasn't stuck, I was just being stupid. This is by far the most ugly thing I've ever made. This looks like George Lucas's discarded droid unit. What is this? Right. Right, do it. Fix it up. Cool. 20 rupees. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Right, let's do another shrine. I feel like this is literally just us doing like shrine after shrine. Ow. Oh wow, okay. Oh, I can see my monstrosity in the distance. I'm pretty sure I'm in the right spot, right? Oh well. Sorry, I just had to hydrate. Yeah, I'm trying to think of where else it must be. It's got to be somewhere around here, right? Unless it's literally that, like, water thing that's over to the... Oh god, it's one of these. Not the proving grounds. I hate these so much. Dun dun da da da. Give me your stuff. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Alright, let's do it. Alright, let's go to one. We dealt with one, that's fine. Right, we're gonna equip fuse. Can I not climb? Ah, shit, okay. Not that one. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Oh, Caleb, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? Yeah, let's fuse it to this. Why not? Not doing too bad. We'd love to hear it. Chilling out at the moment. Hell yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright. I think we got this. Go on. Go in the water. Go on. Tragic. They will be missed. Oh, I just saw you playing Mystery Dungeon. Let's go. How is it? How is going back to the old Mystery Dungeon? Is it the old Mystery Dungeons? Like the ones that were for Game Boy Advance and ported to DS? Is it those ones? That was a good shot, mate. I got very lucky with both of those hits. I just want to make that very apparent to everyone. I got very lucky. Can I keep this equipment though? I kind of like my new spike ball spear thing. That was me actually just checking if I had Tis the Kingdom downloaded to a cartridge. Fair enough, fair enough. I've got so many rock hammers. We're just gonna yeet them all. Don't get me wrong, they're very useful, but I probably only need one. The spike balls back up there. Can I do that again? No? Okay. It's the 3D remake kind of. Oh, it's that one. Okay, sorry. I thought it was, for some reason in my head, I thought it was the I thought it was the one that they brought to the Switch Online service, but that makes more sense. I remember we were talking about it right before, I'm pretty sure, in stream chat. I completed the main story a bit ago. No, it's just like do dungeons to unlock legendary encounters. Got ya, got ya. Would you say there's still a lot of good replay value in that? Like, when you beat the story? Like, I understand that getting all the encounters is cool. But, are you still finding, like, the game's fresh? Are you still enjoying, like, doing things? I guess, is it repetitive, I guess is the main thing I'm asking, but... I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's probably pretty good, actually. Let's keep heading this way. I feel like that skull-shaped water feature might have some goodies. Ow. Damn, we've not really explored any of this place, have we? This looks very familiar, though, I will say. It's very familiar to an area in Breath of the Wild, for sure. Somewhat, it does get quite samey, yeah. You do unlock, like, evolution and stuff once you beat the story. Okay. That's cool. I'm always happy when there's actually a lot of game to still do if you want to do it. Like, even if a lot of the time I won't actually go and do it, I think it shows a lot of love on the devs' part if they're like, you know what? We didn't just end it here. Here's a bunch of other shit you can go do if you want to do it. Like, it's, I don't know, I always like that. But yeah, honestly, I'd be kind of down to try a mystery dungeon. I think I said this before on stream as well, Caleb, when we talked about it. But yeah, I would be down to do a mystery dungeon game for sure. Dungeon. All right, I don't need any of these things. I'm just gonna fucking whack this over there. Okay, how does this work? Are there other switches? Oh god, okay. Hmm. What the fuck is this? What is this? Game of the year. Fuck. Oh, we nearly had it. Right. Nearly had it. Terrible shot. Damn, that is tricky. I don't know if there's something else I need to be doing there or not. That was bad timing on my part. Yeah, why do I keep doing that? Dave, please. No. My creation. Yeah, we're getting the old crackles. I just unlocked a 99 sorry, like I just unlocked 99 floors 90 sorry, a 99 floor dungeon. And I'm like, do I really want to spend that time doing 99 floors? Yeah, that's a lot. That's a big commitment. One of the final story dungeons was like 35. I think it was nearly triple the final wow, okay. Yeah, that's it feels like the sort of thing, if you're like looking for something good to do while you're like doing something else, that feels fun. But like, you know what I mean, like if you got like a long trip or something, or you're I don't know, you're trying to watch something maybe. That could be a good thing to have, you know, just knowing that you got your Pokemon How do we do that? Am I being really dumb? I feel like I am. Hmm. There's got to be something to this effect, though, right? But yeah. Well, either way, I'm glad that you. Oh fuck! I'm glad you did enjoy it. The main story and stuff. There's something I'm missing, surely. There's got to be something I'm missing. No, okay. What am I doing? Right. Just broke all of Link's bones, that's fine. Yeah, what am I doing? Alright. Something tells me this one's literally just for a chest, so I'm not actually that fussed about doing that one. Right, okay. Yeah, that wasn't hard enough. And there goes our structure. That was good. Overall, pretty productive day. What if we do that? Nope, never mind. Never mind. Damn, why can't we get it high enough? Oh, if people were also curious, I realized, so initially I made a little blacklist of games, of things that I wasn't, like, comfortable with streaming. I've amended that now, because I felt like the general space of what I was saying noted was probably quite broad, to a point where people might get confused, so I'm literally just going to have it now going forward, where I will name drop which games are blacklisted. Excuse me, are blacklisted, as opposed to just being like, anything that's like this, anything that's like that. I think it's just easier doing it that way than what I was trying to do before. Is that gonna work? Or that might work. Oh, it's rolling back the other way. It's doing it. It's doing it. Hell yeah. I don't know how we do this one over here then. I feel like you've just got to time it really, really well, right? That's got to be the... Hentai games are a general, yeah, general no-no. I do kind of just want to say in regards to that sort of stuff, if you genuinely like that kind of thing, I'm not gonna shame you. It's not personally for me, but if that's your thing, whatever. But it's not safe for Twitch, right? And that goes for NSFW stuff in general. Like it's just it's not something that can ultimately be broadcast safely, right? But no, in terms of all of the stuff is on our spreadsheet, Caleb, if you're curious about looking, but most, if not all, FromSoft games are on there. Just because that's mainly down to me not feeling like I want to stream them. I just don't think that would be something that I personally would enjoy streaming. No Dark Souls Sag. We played Dark Souls 3, that's my limit. I have left it so certain Souls-like games can be voted for if people wanted to, so for example, I haven't said no to Lies of P. Just because I feel like if I did play another FromSoft-esque game, I'd want it to be by somebody not FromSoft, if that makes sense. So Lies of P I wouldn't be opposed to if somebody did suggest it. Oh, we have a... Caleb, I can't remember the last time you were here, dude. We have a game suggestion redemption now, so it costs the same as a X amount of votes, but you can actually suggest a game, and then depending on how long it is or when it came out, it will then be filtered into the appropriate listings we have. Have you played Mass Effect? We have. We played it recently. We played it this year, in fact. But what other games are on there? I don't like David Cage's work much, so Detroit Become Humans on there. What about 2 and 3? Mass Effect 2 is currently on our throwback voting list as we speak, so you can currently vote for Mass Effect 2 if you wish to do so. That's not a problem. But I do plan on playing through entire franchises. It's just, it's more down to, like, people have got to vote for it now. So, I will be using the save file from 1, yeah. What's the reason for Cage's games? Is it the company? So I don't have anything against Detroit Become Human as much as I do the other games. I just don't think they're that good, to be honest. And I think David Cage is a bit of a creep. It's my bottom line. I don't know, I watched a streamer play Heavy Rain and Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit, by the way, is terrible, and Fahrenheit is on our forfeit wheel. The forfeit games. But I didn't really get it. I think that Heavy Rain is so heavily memed as well, that I'm now in a mindset of, you know what? Heavy Rain doesn't do it for me. I don't really see... I don't really get the... I don't know, it's not the case if I don't get the appeal. It just doesn't do it for me. I think I can see what it's going for, but it just doesn't scratch that itch, you know? It's the Jason... It is the Jason meme, yeah. It is the Jason meme. But no, what it was going for, and... Was it 2010? Heavy Rain came out? For 2010, I will say, it's a game that starts to tackle a lot more, like... real and emotional subject matters, right? I think it's just... I can't... I try to, in many cases, separate the art from the artist, and... Sadly, David Cage is an individual I cannot do that with. He's just a bit... I'm not going to go into it on stream, but if you want to have a deep dive and have a look into what I'm talking about, I'm sure there will be sources out there. But I think it's also just like the way he... I don't know, yeah, I'm not going to get into it on stream. It's not for me, you know. Detroit Become Human was the one thing I was considering streaming, but I think even that is something where I'm like, you know what, I'm good. I'm good. What other games are on there though? The Last of Us 1 and 2, that's on there now. I think I've come to the conclusion that no, he killed the Poochie. I've come to the conclusion I think I'd rather just watch the show. Because I've seen gameplay of The Last of Us 1 and 2, and it's not that it's bad, it's just I'm not like super enamored with it either. And I feel like for something like that, I'd rather just watch the I've not seen it, just so people know, but I'd rather just watch the HBO show that came out. So yeah, those games aren't on there. I personally think God of War, the new ones, are a bit overrated from what I've seen, so they're on there. Death Stranding's on there because I just don't think it would ever be for me. There's a good list. There's a good list of games. The Outer Wilds is sadly on there because I've just ruined that game with spoilers by watching people play it. And I feel like that game is so heavily reliant on you having that first playthrough. I just don't think I get anything out of it otherwise, you know what I mean? But yeah. No, it kind of annoys me that I'm like... It's sad, because in reality I'm very open to trying a lot of different games, and I am kind of like... I do feel genuinely bad about having to blacklist certain things, but... There's... To be very real with everybody, there's a certain level of like... I'm very open to taking game suggestions, but there are some things I just physically don't think I'd be able to sit through. Especially in some cases, because they're so long, or they're quite expensive, for example, or... I just generally feel like I've seen them played already, you know what I mean? So it's... Again, I feel bad about it, but I think in reality it's... From like a watchability point of view as well, I don't just want to be sitting there playing something I'm gonna... wholeheartedly not be invested in from day one. But in terms of like everything else, I'm generally very open. What other games? Oh, Assassin's Creed Valhalla's on there. I'm not interested in Assassin's Creed much, to be real with you. Mainly because I just don't think it's for me. But that's on there. But Assassin's Creed Odyssey's on there as a game you can vote for, just to be clear. I think I'm going to give that one a go, and if I don't like Odyssey as well, then I think that's the nail in the coffin for me with Assassin's Creed as a franchise. I think I'm like, you know what? I tried Assassin's Creed 3. I tried Odyssey. I feel like that's two pretty good ends of the spectrum. And I'm like, you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Maybe it's over here. There's a quarry there. There's a shadow pass. I'm not going mad. They did say Elden, right? I guess we're not in Elden anymore though, are we? We've just spent the last however long running around looking for Pen. It's just not worked out. Yeah. Anyway, sorry to be a bit of a like downer with that. As I say, I do feel bad to say like some games I'm just not willing to play. But you know, as I said, there's a multitude of reasons. It's not just a case of like I'm completely stone cold. Like I hate this game and I will never ever play it for it like plausible reasons. It's mainly a case of like I've seen it played. Oh fuck! I've seen it played before. It costs far too much, and I don't think it's interesting to me. You know, there's a multitude of reasons. But yeah, it be what it be. Oh, actually, this is. I don't want to go from one sad topic to the other. Ranger in the Discord made us aware that the voice talent behind Misty and Jessie from Pokemon died today. Which genuinely really sucks. It's the thing that I'm like. Pokemon means a lot to me as a franchise. I know that sounds very like he's about to have a cry, isn't he? Moment, which I don't know. I might get there. But Pokemon was like such a influential part of my like childhood, and such a big part of it. That's like that really does hit home, especially as I think Jessie being such a consistent character as well throughout, you know, Pokemon airing. Holy shit. Rock boy. Oh, where did he go? There's got to be a more effective way of dealing with this. Yeah. No more random Team Rocket encounters in the anime, literally. It's so sad, isn't it? Sorry, let me catch up with Chat Ranger. There's a company that I will avoid. I try my best to avoid, but they keep changing their name when people find out who they are. They're a small indie horror game. Holy shit. That's terrible, actually. One of the things that they did in the game was they used a real 999 call. But didn't get the permission, and it's horrific. It's a horrific call. That's so bad. Like, also, that's not their information to, like, to handle. You know what I mean? That's genuinely very bad of them. That's terrible. And they keep changing their name. That's also not okay. Ow. I'm amazed people can get away with that, not gonna lie. Oh, we can probably do this, can't we? okay. Wow, okay, that's so... I'm amazed that people can legally get away with doing that sort of thing still, like... I feel so wrong, doesn't it? That that's just like... something that still happens. Ah, shit. Hey. We got him. Yes, I like to mine coal in Minecrafter. Can I break it? Nope, okay. That's crazy though, I'm amazed they're allowed to do that. I mean, they're not obviously, but I'm amazed that that's something that can go on. I mean, this is the other inn that we already knew about, right? So unless Penn's been here the whole time and I'm just blind, which is a very, very good possibility, but I don't know where else the stables would be. Strongest in the world. Hmm? That's an unusual weapon you have there. Where did you get it? I made it. No kidding. I make weapons too. I've been using all sorts of materials trying to make the strongest weapon in the world. Tell me something. You heard of the monster they call Linel? Linel? It's a huge beast with a body like a horse. You won't believe how many times I've seen someone try to ride on Linel's back only to go flying. I actually spotted one of their kind northwest of here, near the entrance of the gulch. But I wasn't about to pick a fight with a monster like that. Strong, agile. And did I mention they can shoot fireballs? The best I could do was turn tail before it caught sight of me. If I could only get a hold of that, sure. But I'm a fool. I know I had to go, the skill, okay, sure. Sure. Well, looks like I might have to go fight it after all. Right, well, for now... yeah, I'm gonna have a look for Penn, and if he's not here, then... I don't fucking know. Hey, it's my boy. Beetle's the best lad, I love him. Ah! What a treat to see you here. Oh, do Beetle's eyes deceive him? Or is that a blade rhino beetle? I have such a weakness for bladed rhino beetles. Will you give it to me, please? Yeah, go on then. What do you got, dude? I'll buy some stuff for you. From you. What you buying? Alright, thank you, Beetle. He's a good lad. Yeah, I don't know where Bird Boy went, but I guess we'll just fly around to all of the stables and see what happens. Wait and see. Anyway, for now I will end things here, I think. Oh, we're at the 2-hour mark already, hell yeah. That's insane. I'm amazed that so many people are willing to take that risk though, right? Especially like companies. They're just like, yeah, we're just gonna avoid that debt and tax. Surely that will have some like, surely that will come back to bite them, right? Anyway, what do I know? What do I know? The game I want to play soon. I played a bit of as Firewatch. Firewatch is a great game. I love that game. It's very good. I hope you like it. There's a lot of I think you'll like it a lot, actually, Ranger. I don't want to spoil anything, but the way that that game is presented to you and the way that the characters are presented to you as well, and I'm giving you a very, very vague thing I recommend it on, but like without spoiling it. But yeah, it's very good. Just play it. Like, it's not that long either. I think it's like, is it like 6 hours long or something like that? 7 hours long? I think it didn't take me too long to beat the game. But yeah, I encourage it. Right, well, I'm going to end things here for today, so thank you for watching. It's been a little bit of a piece of candy stream today. As a warning, I think the next few will be. As we sort of prepare for the end game. Honestly, there could be like a whole other act to go yet that I don't know about, but I assume that now we've got the 4 main companions, we're probably on our way to ending things for the most part. Here's the Poochie. Oh yes. Oh yes, hello Poochie. Poochie, hello. Yes, hello. He's smiling for the camera. Aw. It's good thumbnail material. I'll leave it on this. But yeah, tomorrow we're playing some more Zelda. Then we'll be playing Inside on Wednesday. We're playing Zelda on Thursday. And then we'll be playing some Mother 3 on Friday. So stay tuned. I don't know what we're doing yet at the weekend, but I do plan on streaming Saturday, Sunday as well. Granted, I'm not exhausted or I don't have like plans suddenly come up. So yeah, it's going to be a busy week. I'm streaming basically every day this week. At least I plan to, but yeah, we'll wait and see. Right, well, have a good one. Thank you, J Boogie, Ranger, Caleb, for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you, KY, as well, and Ray. For being here earlier, and Jess, of course, as always. Have a great evening, everybody. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow for a continuation of Zelda. So I will see you then. Bye-bye.